Very well. So finally, we've got some new midfielders getting linked to Arsenal. That's number one. Number two, a big and a greater update about what Dusan Vlahovic is all about. The more the days are going by, the more Fiorentina are playing games, the more funny it becomes for Dusan Vlahovic to react in a very kiddish manner, and that is all it takes for all the Arsenal fans to try to use science, myth, tradition, facts, falsehood, whatever quality, they'll try to link him to Arsenal somehow. So I don't like to talk about that, but still, let's just talk about Aubameyang. So he tweeted out since the last time around before getting sacked as the captain. I think his last post was November 2021 on Twitter. After that, it was yesterday that he first posted. Of course, he says whatever the allegations or whatever the rumors that you're hearing about Aubameyang is false, and there's a reaction to it. He tweets out that we have problems that are already complicated to solve, and on top of that, there are rumors. In short, we have health to take care of first and foremost. I won't go back on these false rumors, and I sincerely hope that our team will go as far as possible. So, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang says simple things. Just let's not talk about these whole rumors, what happened, the girls and all that stuff. You just remember that it was pointed out that Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and certain members of the team fought for the payment dues that was not given to them yet. So you never know. You never know. The politics also kicks in. Moving on, so Sam Cunningham's report about Arsenal is not looking really promising for Arsenal versus Liverpool game that is coming around for the second leg. So Arsenal would have been unable to select a requisite squad of 13 outfield players and one goalkeeper, even if Xhaka, Maitland-Niles and Folarin Balogun had been available. Arsenal are still uncertain if they will be able to fulfill their Carabao Cup semi-final second leg against Liverpool on Thursday. An insider has said that the players are being assessed day by day, and a decision will be made closer to the game. So it will take little time, but let's see how Liverpool versus Arsenal second leg is going to be. We'll see about that. So Emmanuel Petit says Bruno Guimaraes is a very talented player. He's a physical guy with a very good technique, vision and mentality. He would be a very good player at Arsenal. Just like his teammate at Lyon, Paqueta, who is also a very good player as well. So Petit wants Bruno Guimaraes and, if possible, Paqueta also at Arsenal. Would you take Lucas Paqueta at Arsenal? Let me know in the comments. I will be definitely wanting to know what you guys think about that. Yes, let's see if Paqueta is your pick of Arsenal, pick of the players that you would want at Arsenal. Moving on, let's talk about Denis Zakaria. So, as I already mentioned that, contradictory news. Let's just talk about talks are now ongoing between Lyon and Juventus over the possible transfer of Bruno Guimaraes. But hard to see how an agreement will be reached with Lyon's demands. According to Ignacio Genuardi, Juventus are looking to move to replace Arthur, who's closing in on loan move to Arsenal. Yes, that's actually happening. But according to Di Marzio, Juventus have resumed contacts with Borussia Mönchengladbach for Denis Zakaria. The Swiss midfielder would be a replacement for Arthur. So Juventus are making life somehow comfortable without Arthur. How is that going to work out? Nobody knows. But the bigger question is this guy. This man is really pissing a lot of Arsenal fans around the world, including me. So yes, La Viola Tal I have, and La Viola person needs to understand this, that Arsenal is going to be a very good team for him. So according to GianlucaDiMarzio.com, there are teams that have taken concrete interest in Vlahovic, but none have ever sank the blow. The demands of the Fiorentina players' agents are high, almost 10 million to sign. 10 million. Furthermore, Fiorentina received offers which it did not consider congruent with respect to the valuations. Fiorentina are not willing to sell him in the January transfer market and are convinced to keep Vlahovic in Florence until the end of the season. The player's contract will end on June 30th, 2023. So, according to this report, they are saying that The agents are demanding too much high, and it's just because it's the January transfer market. Maybe in the summer it will not be that will not be the case. You never know if this guy is actually if the agents are actually pressing the right buttons, which is good for them, so that they could fetch a good amount of money. What assurances does Fiorentina have that that may not happen in the summer transfer window? Well, come on, this is the best window that they can make the most money out of a player, man. The price tag of Vlahovic will definitely go down. You may ask a lot, but nobody's going to buy him off of you. And if he goes out on a free, that'll be more funny. Anyways, what about ANSA? ANSA.it. Now they're also one of the proper sources of Italy. So they say that always Arsenal insists with Fiorentina for Vlahovic, willing to take him immediately by paying the Purple Club 70 million euros. But there are two obstacles. The first is that the Serbian striker is not convinced of this destination, while the London club, for its part, does not intend in any way to pay the commission of 18 million requested by the footballer's agents to get it to the port negotiation. So if Arsenal pay 18 million, their agents will start conversations with us. And that 18 million goes to only the agent commission. Okay, if we can pay that much, their players they will actually listen to our offers. They'll talk about negotiations. But overall, one more reason that ANSA.it are giving is Vlahovic does not want to go there. I've read a lot of reports where I've said, you know what, if that's true, get out. Get out. We don't need him. We don't need him at all. But here's my big problem with this. When the player does not want himself to be sold, he's not doing a big favor to his parent club. He's not doing a favor. Yes, fine. He says that he would want to stay till the end of the end of the season and wants to see Fiorentina play in Europe. Okay, you take Fiorentina to Europe. Cool. You'd want to until the end of your contract. If you're staying at Fiorentina, that means you are going to play in Europe for your club. Cool. Lovely. If that's your condition to do with Fiorentina, I think that's what exactly you need to do. And at one point of time, I've heard that you've got a big interest to play for Juventus. If that's the case, if that's a real case, we know what happened with Manuel Locatelli, right? And we all know without Super League, Juventus is done and dusted. So I don't know what career choices he's making. I'm pretty much sure that is not doomed, because as of now, Fiorentina manager Vincenzo Italiano said that at the moment we enjoy Dusan here at Fiorentina. He's with us. I don't know about the future. He scored a great goal today. I see him very motivated. He's relaxed. Whatever. Arsenal's Brooke Norton-Cuffy, who turned 18 last week, is set to join Lincoln on loan. He has been playing with Arsenal under-23s for more than a year. Imps short on numbers at the back. And Arsenal believe fighting for L1 minutes more valuable than PL2 football right now. So that is that, ladies and gentlemen. With this, I'd like to end this episode. The reports are not that contrasting, but it is not promising for any Arsenal fan. So if that's the case, I'm pretty much sure where we should look at. And I think our eyes are now on the little forward now, isn't it? I'll see you in the next one. Until then, cheers.